Hola, am I alive? Am I alive? Oh my god, this is live. Am I live? Yes, I'm live. I don't know what to do first. Okay, let me do this first. Let me change my jam to the sandstone. Right. Ooh. And I want to buy these deals also. Yeah. Later. So let's play this. These are dark skirts. Okay, before I forgot, I changed all of this to Korean now, as usual. Okay, let's continue. The first impression that Kai meets gave you were the blazing sun, the endless dunes, and the staggering remains of the pyramids. Sitting in the open roof jeep, you try to keep your eyes open against the incoming wind to scan over the desert situated thousands of miles away from Saudi City. Yellow sand stretches on endlessly, dancing amongst waves of hot air. No matter how hard you try, you fail to see its end. That's one massive desert.
네, 칼밋은 거의 사막으로 뒤덮인 나라예요. 눈앞에 펼쳐진 이타 사막만 해도 국토의 약 3분의 2나 돼요.
어릴 때 형과 카이밋에 답사하러 온 적이 있어요. 당시에 사막 외에 뭐가 더 있나 해서 헬기에서 내려다 봤었죠. 근데 사방이 다 끝도 없는 사막이었어요.
그야말로 사막의 나라군요. 아무래도 여기 있는 동안은 매일 모래와 전쟁을 치르겠어요.
I'm glad I bought several bottles of sunblock before coming here. By the way, are his ruins that we are going to visit also in the desert? How far away are we?
별일 없다면 한 1시간 정도 더 걸릴 것 같아요. 서둘러야겠어요. 사막은 일교차가 커서 밤에 다니기 좋지 않아요.
Yeah, let's keep going. The black jeep drives along the road toward the Hasu ruins, which is marked on your map. Hasu ruins. This is the destination of your trip to Kaimit. N2X headquarters. A week ago, right after stepping into the N2X base conference room, you sensed something odd. Everyone was huddled together, discussing something with utmost seriousness. What's going on? Why does everyone look so solemn?
낮에 엄 반장님으로부터 실종자 데이터 보고서를 받았어요.
보고서에 따르면 지난 한 달간 미림시에서 행방불명된 사람은 총 18명으로 그 중에는 연예인, 재계인사도 포함되어 있어.
한 달 새 10여 명이 실종되다니 뭔가 이상한데요?
Has Captain Morgan found anything?
실종자들의 동선을 추적한 결과 최근에 모두 카이밋을 여행했어요. 일부는 여행 중에 행방이 묘연해졌습니다. 카이밋에서 돌아온 직후 가족과 연락이 끊긴 경우도 있어요.
그 말은 실종자들이 사라진 이유가 카이밋 여행과 관련이 있지 않을까요?
여행 중 실종된 시민들이 여전히 카이밋에 있는 건 아닐까요?
그럴 수도 있죠. 경찰도 카이밋 측에 실종자 수색 협조를 요청한 상태예요.
Regarding the citizens who went missing on their trip to Kaimit, after excluding the other unknown factors, the only speculation you can arrive at is, did they encounter something in Kaimit?
무슨 일을 당했는지는 아직 모르지만
빅데이터 센터에서 카이밋에 관련된 흥미로운 정보가 나왔어요. 실종자 중 한 명이 카이밋에서 겪은 신기한 경험담을 인터넷에 업로드했어요.
여자 파라오가 게시한 글인가요? 왠지 가짜 같은데요.
Huh? What post are you talking about?
이거예요.
Artem took out his phone, searched in a few keywords in the web browser, and showed you the page that popped up. The title of the post is Placing My Faith in God. I discovered Heferet's way to eternal life. Heferet didn't really pass away and has found the way to eternal life. Brave followers of the Pharaoh follow the guidance of the Seth born to the Hesurians. There you will find eternity. What is all of this? What's this Hesurians, please?
헬스 유적은 이타 사막의 카나트람 쪽에 있는 고대 카이밋의 유적지야. 그 유적에서 고대 카이밋 유물이 꽤 발굴됐어. 현재는 유적공원으로 바뀌었고, 카이밋 여행객들은 무료로 헬스 유적을 관람할 수 있어.
Sounds like a tourist attraction.
맞아요. 평범한 관광지예요. 뭔가 그럴싸하게 썼지만 사실 말도 안 되는 소리고요. 헤프라이트의 미라는 지금 루비스 박물관에 있는데 어떻게 갑자기 되살아날 수 있겠어요?
고대 카이밋 왕국의 여자 파라오가 부활할 수 있을지는 모르지만 세트의 뼈는 제 눈으로 직접 봤어요.
Green Witcher, who has remained silent since you entered the conference room, finally speaks up.
얼마 전에 한 여성이 심리 상담을 위해 병원을 방문했어요. 상담을 진행하다가 그분이 카이밋 문화와 파라오 헤프라이트의 업적을 매우 동경한다는 걸 알게 되었죠. 그분은 파라오가 통치하는 고대 카이밋 시대에 살고 싶다는 열망을 보이기도 했고요. 세트의 뼈라고 하는 특이한 금속 목걸이도 끼고 계셨어요. 세트의 뼈는 폭풍의 신 세트의 힘을 지니고 있어서 삶과 죽음의 경계를 허물 수 있다고 하더군요.
Can we get a hold of her? Maybe she might know something.
불행히도 그분 역시 실종자 중 한 명이에요. 지난주 카이밋으로 여행을 떠난 뒤로 연락이 닿지 않아요. 신상 정보는 밝혀서는 안 되지만 상황이 특수한 만큼 말하는 게 좋을 것 같아서요. 게다가 그분의 가족도 제가 실종된 여성을 같이 찾아주길 원하시고요.
혹시 다른 실종자들도 그분처럼 카이밋에서 무슨 일이 일어났거나 어떤 소문을 듣고 미림씨를 떠난 게 아닐까요?
그럴 수도 있어요. 전 이 사건이 현재 조사 중인 몇 건의 실종 사건과 연관이 있지 않을까 의심스러워요.
Artem decides to voice his inference in a cautious tone.
물론 개인적인 추측일 뿐 아직 확실한 증거는 없습니다. 하지만 엄 반장님에게 수사 협조 권한을 요청해 다음 조사를 진행하려 합니다.
Mysterious pharaohs, strange pendants. All the clues seem to be point to the country of 1,000 miles away from Stalis City. After learning all this information, what will you do? How about we just go to Crimate to investigate this whole thing? If we're investigating things, then we might as well start from the source. All four of them look at you simultaneously. From their eyes, you could detect a slight hint of hesitancy. You decide to continue the effort and try to convince everyone once more. As of right now, all of our clues are pointing toward Crimate. So I'm thinking that if we investigate on site, we might be able to find the crucial piece of this incident quicker. What do you guys think?
난 찬성. 카이밋에 가서 조사해볼 필요가 있다고 봐.
소문의 진상을 규명하면 이번 사건을 분석하는 데 큰 도움이 되겠죠.
네, 엄 반장님께 상황을 설명할 테니 준비되는 대로 출발하죠.
좋아요. 지금 바로 전용기를 준비할게요. 내일 출발해요.
Just like that, N2X embarked on their adventure to investigate Kaimit. However, the search for the Hatsu ruins didn't go as smoothly as we thought it would. Vin, don't you think that the sample on our right looks a little familiar? Didn't we just drive past this place? After the jeep made countless loops, you can't help but turn your attention to the GPS guidance mounted on the car. It previously indicated that there was only about an hour's drive away from the Hatsu ruins. However, it seems likely almost 2 hours have passed. However, all that lies before you is the familiar and endless desert trail.
내비게이션에서는 이 길이라는데
잠시만요. 뭔가 잘못된 것 같습니다. 내비게이션의 방향과 휴대폰에 나온 위치가 전혀 달라요.
Artem takes out his phone and starts to compare the location on the map with the actual scenery inside.
내비게이션은 이 길을 따라 서쪽으로 가라는데 휴대폰 GPS는 도로의 동쪽을 가리키는 것 같은데요? 이상하다. 어떻게 된 거지?
Is it because the desert's too vast, so the GPS isn't too clear on our position?
그럴 수 있지. 여긴 신호가 약해서 위치 표시가 있다 없다 해. 원래 오차가 생기기 쉬워. 그러니까 우리 길을 잃은 건가요?
Despite everyone's reluctance to admit it, what Luke said seems to be true. Eventually, your group finally finds a gas station near the highway. The jeep is parked, and all of you prepare to ask the residents about the right directions to the Hatsu ruins. Fortunately, there happens to be a police car parked by the road, and a young man in a police uniform comes to your group after he spots you. I have no freaking idea what it wants to say.
멀리서 오셨군요. 안녕하세요. 아리아 순경입니다. 혹시 도움이 필요하신가요? 경찰관님, 안녕하세요. 실은
Finn starts to explaining your current predicament to the police officer. After hearing Vin's account, Yahya shakes his head and laughs.
헬스 유적은 외진 곳에 있어요. 지도에 표시된 위치는 이타 사막의 카나트항 쪽이지만 사실 유적으로 가는 길과 카나트항으로 가는 길은 달라요. 도로를 따라 이타 사막에서 미엔 방향으로 가서 왼쪽으로 꺾으시고 1시간 정도 직진하시면 됩니다.
It seems like something really was off with the GPS.
내비게이션은 직진으로 표시됐는데 우리는 처음부터 길을 잘못 들어서 방향을 잃게 된 거야.
헬스 유적에 가시려고요? 미엔 시내에서 필요한 것들을 사서 가시는 게 좋을 거예요. 헬스 유적이 워낙 외지에 주변은 온통 사막이라 쉴 곳을 찾기도 어려울 겁니다.
The policeman does have a point. Before heading out to the ruins, ample preparation is a must. Thank you, Yahya. We'll make sure to put in the temp. We'll make sure to put in the time for preparations. That being said, some of the temples on the right side of the route have also piqued your curiosity. Could you please tell me about that temple over there? Can we visit it?
발굴 중인 사원 고분입니다. 수십 년 전 도둑들이 이 사원을 점거하고 지하에 약탈해온 유물들과 보물들을 숨겨놓았죠. 경찰은 수년간의 수탕 작전 끝에 도둑들을 쫓아낼 수 있었죠. 루비스 박물관의 관장님이 사원 고분의 유물을 보호하려 발굴을 진행하고 있어요. 관심 있으시면 시간 날 때 가보세요.
Huh? Are tourists allowed in there?
현재 발굴을 위한 인력이 부족해서 자원봉사자들의 도움이 절실한 상황이에요. 도와주실 의향이 있으면 사원 근처에 있는 박물관장님을 찾아가 보세요.
Thanks, I'll do just that.
여기서 사원이 멀지 않은 것 같은데 누나는 사원으로 갈래요? 아니면 물건 사러 미엔부터 갈래요?
A temple that was occupied by thieves for many years with countless precious hidden artifacts buried underneath. That's alluring for sure. But it is also crucial for us to replenish essential supplies at Mien and then head to the Hesu ruins as soon as possible. What do you think we should do? After recollecting your thoughts, a clear answer springs forth from your mind. Oh my god. Okay. Here's 4 fees. Oh my god, okay, so shadow of reduction. Finally, we've arrived at Mien Central Business District. This place has such a quaint atmosphere. Oh, are those stone trees along the street planted with lotus flowers? How beautiful! Oh my god. I'm going to take the jeep to a nearby gas station for servicing. Sure, why not use this time to explore the streets? Sure, that sounds great. I was just thinking about exploring the place. Alright, there isn't much food and water left in the car. Does anyone want to come with me to replenish our supplies? I'll go with you. I think we can buy more emergency food and the like, just in case we are forced to camp in the wild, you know. With that in mind, we should also prepare some camping gear just in case. After all, the climate in the desert area is complex. The equipment we brought from Sally City might not be sufficient. How about we split up? Things will be faster that way. Well, if that's the case, I'll try and have a chat with the locals while shopping. Who knows, I might glean something useful. Sure, you don't worry. I'll contact everyone immediately if anything happens, okay? Alright, please take care of yourself and keep in touch. No problem. Okay. Pharaonic elements are really everywhere in Cairo. I wonder how this pharaoh will think as looking at the Cairnian. Wait. You know what? I've seen the actual face of the pharaoh in person yesterday in the Holy Land. She isn't as gorgeous as they say. Have you really seen her Pharaoh? Goodness gracious, how can you directly call Pharaoh by her name? How rude! You should at least refer to it, Her Majesty. Huh? Are they talking about the pharaoh of ancient Hymit? I've heard. So, what did Her Highness say to you? She told me that as long as I give my sincere offering at the Holy Land, then my wishes will surely be granted. Excuse me for interrupting. About the Holy Land that you mentioned? Oh, that's none other than the Hesur Ruins in the northern part of the Ita Desert. Are you a traveler coming to Climate in search of the Holy Land? Do you need me to show you the way? No, it's okay. I was just a little curious. Looks like we should go to Hesur Ruin as soon as possible and have a look at what's happening there. Behold, I have received the holy relic of the pharaoh as proof of my devotion. This is, says Bone, the legendary holy relic of the god of storms. Yeah, it is said that only those in possession of the said bond are qualified to listen to the pharaoh's oracle's edict. I had to pay a hefty price, but my wish will finally be granted. Excuse me for the interruption, but about that hefty price you were talking about. From the way you dress, you're probably a tourist from abroad, right? A foreigner like you wouldn't get it. The staff bond isn't something like that, like an ordinary Jew can get their hands on. To get mine as soon as possible, I had to spend a large sum of money to steal it from another wealthy businessman's house. How about that? That's what people call the power of money. Looks like the locals are very keen on obtaining a safe one, and are even willing to pay a huge sum of money for it. Don't tell me, are there some black market operation behind this incident we're investigating right now? Some people are still too young. How can an old man lie about what he sees? Sir, who did you say was lying? I told my son earlier that my heart disease has been completely cured. He didn't believe me and insisted that I should go to the hospital for another checkup. I think your son is right. Heart disease isn't a trivial matter and more tests are still necessary. I already drank the miracle water bestowed by the pharaoh. Why do I still need to go to the hospital? Miracle water? Yeah, a few months ago, when I went to the Hesur Ruins, the Sirius star happened to rise on that same day. That day, I had the privilege of meeting the immortal Pharaoh Heferet. It was her who bestowed the miraculous holy water to me. I feel so much better now. I don't need to go to the hospital ever again. But my son still nags me about it daily. I didn't bring him up to be that annoying. What? There's no way he's fine. Hopefully his son can persuade him to go to the hospital for a checkup as soon as possible. Mr. SoTT, this seems to be fully by this great Pharaoh Heferet. Dear customers, may the Pharaoh bless you. Would you gladly welcome the statue of the Pharaoh into your home? If you are bathed in the glory of the Pharaoh, you will receive endless blessings. Oh, no thanks. What a narrow-minded customer. A few months ago, a couple of devout guests dressed similarly to you welcomed the statue of the Pharaoh into their home. Oh? They talked about taking it back to something city and spreading the benevolence of our Pharaoh throughout their country. So, could it be Sally City? After arriving in Mien, you instantly realize the graveness of the situation from the information gleaned from the locals. You couldn't wait to share what you just learned after everyone gathered. Mien CBD. That's pretty much what I currently know. That so-called holy water sounds really suspicious. Hopefully that old man family can persuade him to head back to the hospital for another checkup. I've actually gotten a hold of some of that holy water you just spoke of. I was planning to show it to you guys. Huh? How did you get it? I came across a young man claiming to have the holy water of eternal life from the prologue. I bought it out of curiosity. Maris reaches out with a small bottle in his hand. There is some liquid of unknown composition swirling around in the bottle. Oh, so you went and bought it just like that? Yep, you can even buy immortality as long as you have the right funds for it. That statement alone is enough evidence to prove how suspicious this whole immortality thing is. But this could be a reliable clue for us at the very least. Is there any way we can identify the composition of this liquid? I know of a chemistry professor who works at the Rubis chemistry lab. Perhaps we can get him to analyze the composition of the liquid for us. It takes about 2 hours or so by jeep to get to Rubis from Mien. We should have enough time to investigate Hasu ruins again after returning. Artem, how about I go to Rubis with you? After all, it is for a foreign country. The two of us can take care of each other. Alright, let's go there together. Would it be okay if everyone investigate Mien's CBD a little more for any potential clues? Okay, it's decided then. We'll wait for you guys to come back. Be careful on the road and contact us immediately if anything happens. Ferreira, make haste. Don't worry, I will. After a brief conversation, all of you start separate investigations. Despite being on the street of a foreign country and potentially facing countless unexpected occurrences, you feel oddly at ease. This is because you know that the ability synergy of N2S is the biggest key to resolving this case. Oh god, seriously? The street of Rubis looks rich in history. What's on your mind? Nothing. I was just thinking about how we should come here for a nice stroll sometimes afterwards. Anyway, where is the chemistry professor you mentioned before? Let's go find him first. The old professor is working in a chemistry lab near the east side of the block, not far from here. By the way, how do you know that professor? He is my previous client from an inter-country advocacy job. After the job was over, he still consulted me on legal issues from time to time. From that basis, we gradually became acquainted with each other. I have contacted the professor on our way here. He will be waiting for us in front of his lab. If that's the case, then let's hurry. Mr. Wing, long time no see. I didn't expect you to come to Kaimit. Why did you not inform me in advance? Hello, Professor. We came to Kaimit for official matters. I didn't plan on disturbing you, but I see. Do you want to analyze the unknown liquid that you mentioned over the phone? Where is it? Let me have a look. Here you are. Alright, it will probably take 2 or 3 days to complete the composition analysis and the return report. I will contact you when they are ready. Will that be okay? Brilliant. Thank you. Then we'll not disturb you any more than we already have. That mummy is not Hefferin at all. You have all been tricked. Hefferat? Is that the Rubis Museum? What's going on? It seems like they are arguing about Hefferat. Mr. Wing, let's go over there. What are you telling tourists that Hefferat's mummy is displayed in your museum? This is wrong. Excuse me, please leave immediately. You are disturbing the other visitors. You are chasing me away now because you know I'm right. Ignorant humans have no class. Sir, if you aren't leaving, then I'm calling the police. What's going on? This gentleman periodically comes to our museum to cause a ruckus. It's really a pain in the neck. I'm not causing anything. I was just making my opinions heard. The stuff you are telling the tourists about how Pharaoh Heferet's mummy was found in a tomb in Rubis is all fake. She was never in Rubis. She has always been sleeping in the Eta desert. Also, I believe that with the power of modern humans, we can revive her for sure. Revive? The thing he's saying sounds like they are related to that rumor concerning Heferets. If you are so almighty, then how about you show us Heferet walking in broad daylight? How do you know I can't do it? It looks like he's getting more and more agitated by the minute. I'll have to find a way to calm him down first. Anyway. Say ignorant then, the truth about the Hetsur ruins will prove to everyone that everything I say was true. See, he always feels when he can no longer argue. What a strange man. My dear friends from afar, you do not need to pay attention to the people like him. He's a bit of a peculiar person. He mentioned the Hetsur ruins earlier. Those things he spoke of, could they be related to that rumor we heard when we were still back in the SoTT? I think there appears to be some kind of connection as well. Just who exactly was that person? I feel like he looks a little familiar. Familiar? Is he someone you have seen before? No, I can't remember. Maybe it's just a case of deja vu. Artem seems to be trying to search his memory for any information that he might have missed. Suddenly, a vibrating phone interrupts your conversation as a message pops up. We've got some clues on the Hetsur ruins. Let's talk more about it when you guys get back. How are things going on your side? It's a message from Luke. It looks like they made a discovery over there. Yeah, must hurry back and meet up with everyone in Mien CBD. Sure, let me say goodbye to the professor first, then we can go back to Mien. Mien CBD. You both immediately head back after saying your goodbyes to the professor. When you return to Mien, the other members of Entourage are already waiting for you at the corner of the street in the CBD. You're back. How did it go? Did everything go according to the plan? Yes, we have handed over the liquid sample for component analysis, and the report will come out in 3 days. By the way, we also ran into this weird guy in front of the Rubis Museum. Oh, define weird. That guy kept on arguing with the staff about Hefferet. You retell the story about what happened earlier in front of the Rubis Museum. After listening to your story, a slight complicated expression forms on Vin's face. What's wrong? It reminds me of... No, rather, I feel like that person's mannerisms are somewhat familiar. Huh? Familiar? Atom said that he might have met that person before, and Vin also said that he's familiar with that person's mannerism. Could this person be someone we know? Fret not, it could just be a mistake in cognition caused by me hearing the name Hefferet one too many times these past few days. Well, let's forget about that guy for now. I want to talk about our findings. According to the locals, the Hatsu ruins was just an ordinary underground exhibition in Cayman before everything went down. There are many such relic exhibitions in the Ital Desert, so the locals didn't really think too much of it. However, more and more tourists seem to be heading to the Hatsu ruins ever since last year. Some locals have also started to circulate those rumors about the Hatsu ruins. Does that mean those rumors only started coming up these past few years? Yes, the rumors appeared at the same time as our previous investigation. Don't you guys think this routine is a little familiar? If a product wants to sell well in the market, it must first find the right gimmick to kick itself off. To convince the people, it must first create momentum. Don't you all feel that the rumors are all part of this gig? With the way you're pushing things, you are almost treating a resurrected pharaoh as a commodity. The pharaoh isn't the commodity, but the things that are lurking behind the rumors. There's no guarantee that those things aren't being taken advantage of. So, visiting the origin of the commodity, Hassel ruins, is the only way for us to get some clarification. Yeah, we've lingered in Mien CBD district for a long time. It's time for a change of scene, don't you think? But let me first make this clear. I am not driving this time. Dr. Richter has been driving us across the desert this entire time. It seems a bit unfair for him to be the only driver. Then I'll drive. Everyone, please wait a moment. I'll drive the car over. My god. I am parched, you know? You know what? And I know. Oh my god, it's what time is it? Oh my god. It's 6:35. Yeah, no. Sorry, I will continue tonight. So let me do this first. Let's do this first. I want to use the pen. Is it really? Oh. So now this. Oh, I need to convert things. So yeah, I will buy something. So yeah, I will continue.